Takacat 260LX, and I'm currently using a Suzuki TF 2.5 outboard motor. So this is just a bit of an update on what I've found and how I'm liking the Takacat, and I really am. It's proven to be quite versatile and probably one of my better purchases, and there are some cons, but there's more than enough pros as well. I purchased the Takacat for use as a yacht tender to and from shore, where my boat is on a mooring off on a rahi, which you can see behind me here, and just to the local islands, go a little bit of fishing, which I'm trying to teach myself to do. So this is no means a review based on fishing off this boat, but I try. Bless me, I try, unsuccessfully generally. But it's a flexible little combination, and I will later in this video show the bigger motor that I've acquired, because I find the 2.5 just a little bit underwhelming, and I'm a bit of a motorhead. But as you'll see in a second, looking behind, with 2.5 horsepower and me on, I'm just planing, which is very, very good. It will not plane with much more weight than this, and with the wind going the wrong way. But I mean, that's quite impressive, really. One of the features that I'm really happy is the beach wheels that came with the kit. They're big, they're round, and as you'll see here in a couple of seconds, they just roll over the rocks really easily. And they are high enough that they'll hold the outboard out of the water. One fault though is that now with the permatrim on the newer outboard, you can't turn the outboard with the wheels down, so beach landings are potentially a little bit harder now because of that. This is because with a beach landing, what you would do is you'd come in with waves with the wheels down and the outboard going, and the wheels prevent the outboard from grounding, so you can make that smooth transition onto the beach without getting swamped by a wave. Although with the Takacat, with the open front and the open transom, being swamped's not so much of a problem because the water just goes straight out, but you still want to protect the outboard and you don't want to be dumped. So although timing's crucial between the waves, you have that added safety level and one less thing to worry about. Unless of course you install a permatrim, and as you can see just now from the back how close the wheels are together, you lose that ability. So that's probably a bit of a moot point, but with the small Suzuki motor that I'm using here, it worked perfectly. And speaking of the small Suzuki motor that works perfectly, it's a Suzuki DF 2.5. I've probably repeated myself a few times now, but just everything about the setup with the little motor makes it easy if you've got a boat on a mooring, or you just want a lightweight shore tender every now and then because you mostly are in the marina. It's low cost at $1,200 New Zealand, which equates to bugger all in US dollars or euros. I don't know what the prices are, but I'm sure Google can tell you. But it's about 13 kilos, which is, I don't know how many pounds, 13 times 2.2, I think will give you that. And it's just, as you see, just popping it on, I'm handling it with one hand, it just goes on so easy. And with the Takacat's low weight at 25 kilos, this combination is just so easy to use. Kids can set it up and use it. It doesn't take a lot of muscle to do anything. You can drag it up on the deck, you can put the motor on the back of the railing of the boat, no problem at all. The benefits of the open front on the Takacat are quite numerous. Here I'm cleaning just the water line on the mooring here, but it's just the accessibility off the front makes doing this job a doddle. Same with if you go snorkeling, you know, or you're going to hunt for some paua or abalone, I think you call it overseas, or anything like that. It's the access on and off the boat's a piece of cake. That access is so much better than RIB or a hard dinghy. For flexibility and utility, I really do rate this dinghy. Its downsides, I think, are well outweighed by the upsides I've found so far. Right, now that we've talked about the little wee 2.5 horsepower motor, let's put a bigger one on it and see how it goes. Right. So just heading off down to where we launched the dinghy to go to the boat, although there might be some fishing today because I've acquired a couple of new tools. we're trying out one in particular today, which is this slight upgrade in motor. So we've gone from a DF 2.5 to a DF 6A AS or something or other. Yeah, it's an AS, so it's 6 horsepower, so it's quite an increase. And we've got a fishing rod that I bought for my birthday that I'm trying to teach myself to fish with. So far I've just caught baby carwai with a spinner. They cost me $2. Anyway, stay tuned. So, a pretty piss poor day fishing, to be fair, but new motor. It is a hell of a lot more powerful. It's very easy to start for a 6 horsepower, and yeah, what can I say? It actually goes really, really well. One thing I'm finding though is I'm getting a lot of ventilation or cavitation above half throttle, and I'm not sure why, but I'm pretty sure that this kind of just happened to me. It might be because of the catamaran design, and you've got a full keel in the water like a transom, well, it goes down like that on a normal dinghy, so the prop hangs below that and it pushes water under at the prop, whereas in this circumstance you've got a tube on one side, tube on another side, and we're floating across the top, so we kind of scuff the water. So I think we're introducing air because of the catamaran design. So not something I noticed with the 2.5 horsepower, but with the 6 it's definitely noticeable. So I might flick off an email to the designer, because I'm sure this has happened to someone else, if not a lot of them. Anyway, still quite warm here in New Zealand. It's the start of April, and yeah, March is the start of our autumn if you're from the Northern Hemisphere. So I'm in northern New Zealand, so it's a bit warmer, but it must be a balmy 24, 25 degrees still. It's almost 6 PM at night. Yeah. Are you jealous much? Anyway, just on my way home. So I'm mucking around on the boat all day. Didn't get bugger all done actually, but got some done. And that's the main thing. Next video we will acquire a permatrim in an attempt to stop the ventilation and the cavitation, and look at cupping the prop, which is said to help as well.